Very warm welcome to all. So in this video we will be discussing about multi-layer switches. What is actually multi-layer switches? Before we understand about what is multi-layer switches, we need to learn about what is meant by routing. When do we go for routing? When we need to connect a network with another network which belongs to another series, there we go for routing, which means connecting two different virtual LANs or connecting two different LANs, we need a router. So here we are going to see multi-layer concept with the VLANs, how inter VLAN communication happens using the multi-layer switching. Inter VLAN routing using multi-layer switch. Okay, so for this let me take what I'll take two pieces. I'll take some two pieces. I'll take two more pieces. Fine, let me take one more here. I have some three pieces here and three pieces here. Let me say that the IP address for this one is 192.168.1.1. This one is 192.168.1.2, and this one is 192.168.1.3. Similarly, this one is 192.168.2.1, 192.168.2.2, and this one is 192.168.2.3. So there are two different VLANs. Now let me say this is VLAN 1. VLAN 1 is there. Similarly, I have VLAN 2. So this is 1.1 network and this is 2.1 network, which means that it is 1.0, 1.1 is there, 1.2, 1.3. This side we have 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. Now we need to establish a routing between VLAN 1 and VLAN 2. We can see that to connect between the different networks, actually we need a router, correct? We need a router. But here a layer 2 device, I'll take a layer 2 device. Here is the layer 2 device. I can take a switch. This is a multi-layer switch. Okay, this switch will act as a router. This switch will act as a router. We'll see that now. So I'll connect all this first, just like a copper straight through cables. I'll connect all these things. See what I'm doing here. I'm connecting it with series fast Ethernet 0.1 and 0.2. I'll connect with 0.2 and then 0.3, 0.3. Similarly, I'll connect this with 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so what is the ranges of the ports I'm taking here? VLAN 1 ranges FA 0.0/123, correct? So here it is FA 0/4 to 6. This is the ranges we are connecting for VLAN 1 and VLAN 2. Now this is done. Now let me go into the switch. This will like act as a normal switch, but it will do the purpose of a router also. We can connect it, so no entering into the switch. Now switch is there. Let me go to enable mode. Now it is the enable mode. I'll go with the configuration mode. Now I'll change the switch name as hostname MLS multi-layer switch. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create, please listen carefully, I'm going to create two VLANs. VLAN 1, okay, VLAN 1, right? VLAN 1 and VLAN 2. I have created two VLANs, VLAN 1 and VLAN 2. Then I'll assign the interface. I'll exit from this mode. Okay, I'll interface range. I'll define the range 0 past Ethernet is 0 slash. What is the range for the VLAN 1? It is 0 slash 1 to 3. Correct. Now switch port mode access, I'm accessing it. Then I'll give the switch port access range, switch port access VLAN 1. Correct. VLAN 1. No, I should give no shutdown. Correct. It is completed. I'll exit from this mode. Again the second VLAN, I'll interface range fast Ethernet 0 slash. What is the range we have given? 4 to 6. So port numbers I have given defined there. So whatever port numbers I am defining, I should give at switch port mode access. Then next command is switch port access VLAN 2. Okay. So after that, the command is no shutdown. Very good. Now we are done with giving the commands. Okay, let me go and check now whether I'll be able to communicate. Yes. Now I'll try to send a packet from VLAN 1 to VLAN 1 itself. There is no functional ports. I have not defined the functional port now. Which means that I need to define all the IP addresses. So let me go into the network. Okay. So I'll give an IP address for VLAN 1 as just like router what we do, 192.168.1.100 for this side, and for this side network 192.168.2.100. so this will be like a gateway, like in a router we use gateway, right? The same concept we'll use it here also. So now we will define all these things. We'll go to the PC and we'll give the IP address 192.168.1.1. and now gateway, what is the gateway? It is 192.168.1.100. Similarly we'll do it for the next PC also. So it will be 192.168.1.2 and the gateway we should give 192.168.1.100. we have given. For next PC again it is 192.168.1.3 and the gateway is 192.168.1.100. That's all. VLAN 1 is done. Next VLAN 2. For VLAN 2 also we must give that IP addresses 192.168.2.1. What is the gateway? 192.168 2.100, 2.100. Similarly, 2.2 network, it is IP configuration 192.168.2.2, and the gateway is 192.168.2.100. Similarly, for this PC, it is 192.168.2.3, and gateway is 192.168.2.100. Yes, that is done. That's all. Now, since it is a normal switch, I should be able to transmit packets. If I see, yes, see, within the network the packet is traveling, correct? So from 2.1 to 2.2, yes, it is successful. So it acts as a normal switch now. Now we will see whether we are able to start ping from 1.1 to 2.1. It's not able to see. I'll delete those. 1.1 to 2.1. It will not go because we have not defined the routing. Since we have not defined the routing, okay. So we'll do the routing for this one and exit from this mode. Then see, I'm going to interface VLAN 1 first. Interface VLAN. IP address I should give 192.168.1.100, and the default mask is 255, 0, correct? Next one is I should give no shutdown. Next one is interface VLAN 2, second VLAN. Next one, IP address 192.168.2.100, followed by 255, 0, correct? Now no shutdown. See, even if you don't give no shutdown also it will become up, but we'll give it as a formality. We'll give it no shutdown. That's all. Now let me see whether I'll be able to send packets across the network. No, it is again failed. Second packet, let me try once. Again failed. What is the reason? Reason is very simple. We have defined all the switch virtual interfaces, and we have defined what are the ports for VLAN 1. We have interfaced, we have given the IP addresses, everything. But only one command we need to give for this switch to act as a router. To do the routing, we need to inform this multi-layer switch that you need to do the routing. For that, what we will do, we should go in the global configuration mode. In the global configuration mode, please make a note, only one command we will give, IP routing. Only one command, you see the magic, one command will give, that's all. Now the packets, we will try to send a packet and see whether it is able to ping it. First packet may be failed because of ARP. Second packet must be successful. Yes, it is done. Let us go inside the PC and then we'll see in the command prompt also. So ping, so 192.168.1. I'll ping for different network 2.1. It is pinging. I'm getting a reply. So I'll see that route trace RT 192.168.2.1. See, it is reaching 1.100. From there it is getting a router, correct? So this is how a multi-layer switch of Cisco can act or can also act as a router. So VLAN, inter VLAN routing is possible with the help of a multi-layer switch. Practice this. We will see the rest in the next video. Thank you.